What's going on, everybody? So today it's gloomy, it's rainy. There's a beautiful red bird sitting up there. We get a lot of red birds in this neighborhood, but I live on a, well, I guess I better not tell you where I live, huh? Anyway, this video is going to be short and not so sweet. I didn't win anything, and it's almost getting depressing, you know? I bid on the Honda Civic. I bid on the Dodge Dakota that you saw in the video yesterday, and man, some of the prices, at least these last couple weeks, just have been kind of steep. Now, I said this in a previous video, I'm not looking to spend a ton of money on a flip car at the moment. You know, I've purchased many cars from Copart that were, you know, relatively cheap in my opinion. Basically under $1,000 is what I'm looking at. But that Pontiac Solstice, that thing sold, I think, for right around the $1,600 mark. The Rolls Royce, that thing got up to almost $50,000 and still never hit the reserve. Then there was a Dodge Ram that I had bid on last week, but somehow, it's interesting, it didn't show up in my history as a lost item, but looking this week, I guess they re-auctioned it, and it shows that I lost the bid on it at almost $1,000. And I mean, it had significant front end damage, and over 200,000 miles. So it's like, the cars are just going for too steep. And right now, the thing is, let me tell you what the thing of the matter is. Money is tight at the moment for me. So this is not a time for me to be going out and, you know, spending $2,000, or hell, like on that Chevy Sonic where I dropped over $4,000 in a day on that car. This isn't the time for it. Excuse me, I'm still sick. I don't know how I'm still sick after however long it's been, but still congested and coughing. My fiance and I, in about 2 weeks, are going on vacation. You know, we've already got a vacation that's been paid for, planned, everything is mapped out, and we're flying out to, we're going to be in Washington and Oregon not too long from now. I think I don't even remember where we're going exactly. I think somewhere around Long Beach or something like that. I don't remember. But, you know, we've been planning this vacation for quite some time, so we've both put the money up and you know, made sure everything is good and paid for. But aside from that, you know, rent on the first is $1,050. My first batch of car payments is coming in about a month, and those are going to be $1,300 for the car payments. So, and the vet, I have to tag the vet. The vet's going to cost around $1,000 to tag. I have to tag the Prius. It's going to be about another $300. So, you know, normally I'm sitting fat and happy, but at this particular point in time, you know, I've got enough money that I'm comfortable, you know, with everything the way it is. I can pay all my bills and everything. We can take this vacation and have a good time. But it's like, when it comes to going out and buying yet another car, and then spending the money to fix it and all the other crap, yeah, right now just isn't the time. I'm going to need to work on that after I get back from vacation, because I got to make sure we've got everything. You know, I want to make sure we have plenty of money to not just go on vacation and sit around, you know, broke. I want to go on vacation, actually have a good time, really enjoy ourselves. So that's what's going on with that, because I know there's some people been like, man, when are you going to get another flip car? I just want to let you guys know I'm trying, like I am, and I'm just surprised. I think I started doing Copart with under $1,000, so I figured, hey, it shouldn't be a big deal to find another flip car under $1,000 and get started on it. But it's like, the cars that I go out and look at, the cars that I'm actually interested in, they're going over $1,000. I don't know what the deal is. Got an email from a guy out here that's got a car lot. He's a very local, like he's real close to me. I need to get back to him, because there might be something we can do. I don't know. If he's watching this video, I don't want to say his name or anything, but I got your email. I have been swamped, but I'm going to get back to you on that today. The vet is in the shop right now. You're going to see a video in the near future. I don't know. I want to do this video to say we didn't win anything, but I'm going to be releasing another video. I've got one where we did some work on the RX-8. and then I've got another one on the Corvette, and that's where we replaced all of the shocks with Bilstein shocks. Let me tell you something. Some of you guys, I posted a photo of Jessica. She actually, people were asking if that was just a pose that she did. No, she actually did most of half the car herself. Sorry guys. She actually likes working on cars. She just doesn't want to do it on camera. But so many people saw that picture and just assumed that we did not have jack stands under the car. So many of you were like hot-headed, ready to go on some wild tangent, man. Get wheel chocks, get jack stands under that car, safety first. Like, really? Really? Number one, I'm under it. My fiance is under it, and it's a $25,000 car. You think I've just got it sitting on a Harbor Freight jack? Come on, guys. Let's get real. I know some people out there just need something to complain about. You know, life just isn't right unless you can complain about something. Just because you can't see the wheel chocks and jack stands in one photo that was angled towards the back of the car, facing away from where the jack stand was, doesn't mean there was no jack stands. Doesn't mean there's no wheel chocks. There were wheel chocks, there were jack stands, and I know for sure that you'll see the jack stands in the video that's going to be coming, I don't know, today, tomorrow, the day after. Just please, you know, you probably shouldn't make assumptions. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. You know the old saying? So let's just calm down on that. So the Vette's in the shop. The Vette is at the dealer because I could not find anybody that could do an alignment on it. Because it sits so low to the ground, it won't fit on anybody's machine. So I ended up taking it to the dealership. They're putting on the two front tires, they're balancing all four, and they're doing the alignment for 150 bucks. Not too bad, well worth it. Needs to be done because I did pull one of the control arms, the upper control arm on the front. Instead of trying to fight the shock through that thing again, I just pulled the upper control arm off. Man, it made a world of difference. So from now on, I'll be pulling the upper control arm when doing shocks on a C6. So I think that catches us up with everything. There are a couple videos coming out. I don't have another flip car. I'm still looking. Maybe I can find something on Craigslist or something. I don't know. But I'm not just going to go drop a ton of money or use credit cards that I just got through paying off, you know, on let me tell you something. My credit jumped up 34 points in the last month because I paid off my credit cards. That is insane, seeing my credit score jump that much over just paying off. I mean, there was quite a bit of credit card debt that I paid off, but you know, that was pretty impressive. Yes, I think that's it. It's a beautiful day today. Like, I wish I had a car from Copart that I could actually go out there and work on today, because today would be a great day to do it. Hey, don't worry if we don't get another project in the near future. There's still work to do on the Vette. We've got to do, I'm going to do I'm going to do the differential, I'm going to do the coolant, and I'm going to do the power steering on that myself. I'm going to let the dealer handle the transmission fluid and filter, as well as the fluid flush on the transmission. I think that's all that'll be done on that. And then don't forget the Prius. I almost hate bringing it up, but we are going to do the inverter coolant, the engine coolant, and the CVT transmission on that one as well. So we do have more work to do on these cars. Just no new projects at the moment. The RX-8, it's pretty much done. I mean, the thing runs and drives absolutely great now. So I guess that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, as always. What do you think of the new shirt? I know some of you said I should remove the on YouTube, and in the newer versions of the shirt, I actually moved the on YouTube. I made the font smaller, and I fit it under here. I don't know. It looks more like this hat. Hopefully you can see this hat. I don't know. Some people say it's tacky. Some people say they really like it. A lot of you have actually asked me if you can get one of these hats, and let me tell you something. At this point, no. This hat was $77. I know that sounds outrageous and ridiculous, but I wanted it. Yeah, it was $77 for this freaking hat. Absolutely insane how much it costs for something like this. But if you want one of the shirts, I've got them in all different colors. I've got them for the ladies and stuff too. You can get that at the merch store. It's going to be pinned in the comment section as well as in the description box. So check out the merch store. I appreciate it. I think I've sold one shirt. And I appreciate that one sale. But if you're interested, check out the merch store. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. If you like the content, if you don't like the content, give it a big thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, definitely subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on what we're doing next. I'm sure there's more projects in the future. And, you know, I'm going to talk to this guy with the dealership. He actually has an empty lot that he wants to talk to me about. So there may be something in the future to that, and that could be huge. That could really be huge if we can, you know, work something out together. So with that being said, I'm out of here, guys. Stay safe out there. Please always stay safe. I'm not editing it out. Oh, and I just had the worst Lyft experience of my life. Then I'll let you go. I got to tell you about my Lyft ride. The guy's name was Frank. He was in a red Toyota here in Oklahoma City. Now, he obviously had a disability, and I am not for making fun of people with disabilities at all. In fact, I encourage people with disabilities, you know, to go out and get a job, do something, find your place in the world, man. You know, for sure, I'm all about supporting people with disabilities. This guy, I am not here to talk about his disabilities. I just wanted to point out that he did have a couple tics. He had one hand that was, you know, a little bit like this, and he kept moving it around the car, and whatever, that's fine, that doesn't bother me. But he had this tic where he would just, like, you're sitting in the car, it's like, and at first I didn't even realize that there, you know, he had any kind of disability, but after a few minutes I was like, okay, the guy, it was, you know, it's awkward at first because you don't know what's going on. I was like, okay, I get it, he's got some kind of disability, no problem. And it's not his disability that was the problem, but his driving. He should not have a license. This was one of, if not the worst driver I have ever had, and I've been taking Uber and Lyft for years. This guy takes off. His phone, number one, instead of being in clear sight, is sitting on the passenger seat. So he is literally spending most of his time not even looking at the road. He's looking in his passenger seat, and then when he looks up, he slams on the brakes. And I mean, literally, like, the seat belts lock up. My brother and I are flying forwards and backwards as he's hitting the gas, and he's like, "Oh, sorry," and we're just constantly like, it was traumatic. Then he's looking at his phone in the passenger seat and decides to move into the left lane. He decides he's going to merge over to the left lane. Didn't even look, just he's looking at his phone, moved into the left lane. There was a Challenger next to us. Challenger blows his horn. Guy swerves back. Literally, my brother and I are like swerving back, you know, bouncing around the car, back and forth, side to side. And I'm like, oh my God. He gets into a turn lane, and you know how the two turn lanes, I know you guys hate this. Two turn lanes, right? If you're in the inner turn lane, then you stay on the inside lane. If you're in the outer turn lane, stay in the outside lane. This guy's in the inner turn lane, then just crosses over into the outside lane, cutting people off. People are honking. He's still looking in his passenger seat, hitting the brakes, then hitting the gas. And I'm just sitting there like, what is happening right now? What is happening? Then we're approaching the street that you turn on to get to my house. This is a 4-lane road with a center turn lane, okay? So technically like 5 lanes. Pretty big road, pretty heavy traffic. This guy, literally, the phone is sitting there and it's like, in 1,000 feet, turn left on blank drive. All right, this guy's he's cruising, and I notice he's getting, you know, close to my intersection, and he's not slowing down. He's not merging in the left lane. So I said, "Sir," I said, "you're gonna turn left here." And he literally slammed on the brakes in the middle of the street with traffic, not even looking in his rearview mirror. Literally, instead of merging into that turn lane so that you could turn onto the street, he literally stopped in the middle of traffic, slammed his brakes, locked him up. I go flying forwards, then flying backwards, and he just sits there. Not in the turn lane, just in the middle of the road, sits there, car is honking, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were turning here." And I'm just sitting there like, I wanted to point out, obviously he had a disability, but I also wanted to point out, I'm not making fun of the disability. I'm not making fun at all. Like, somebody that can't drive, I don't care if you got a disability or not, you shouldn't be on the road. This guy is gonna freaking hurt somebody. Wanted to share that experience because, my God, I didn't know, and it's like a 4-mile drive. I didn't know if I was gonna make it home alive. Anyway, if you've had one of these experiences, needless to say, this guy did not get a tip. I'm rating him 1 star, and I'm reporting him for driving and safety because absolutely unacceptable. sometimes I really love living by the Air Force. If you've had a crazy experience as a passenger on Uber or Lyft or one of these other services, man, comment below. Tell me about your experience, because this one was insane. All right, now I'm going to let you go. I got to get out of here. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe out there, everybody. I will catch you soon in the next one.